People in the neighborhood remembered him as the man who knocked after dark. Not every night, not every house, just often enough that word spread. He was middle-aged, thin, always wearing the same dull jacket no matter the weather. He never rang doorbells, only knocked. 3 times, slow and deliberate. When someone answered, he didn't ask for money or directions. He didn't threaten. He just looked past them into their house and asked one question. Do you know which windows are real? Most people shut the door on him. A few listened. The first recorded incident happened on Cedar Lane, a quiet suburban street with identical houses and neatly trimmed hedges. A woman named Laura answered the door around 10:40 p.m., expecting a neighbor. Instead, she found the man standing under her porch light, eyes fixed not on her face, but over her shoulder. Don't open that one anymore, he said calmly, pointing past her. The second window from the left. Upstairs, Laura followed his finger without thinking. Her son's bedroom window faced the street. Curtains drawn dark. That window wasn't part of the original house, the man continued. It looks right. But it isn't, she told him to leave. He nodded once, as if he expected that response, and walked down the driveway. Laura locked the door and told herself it was nothing. 2 weeks later, her son woke her up screaming. He said someone had been standing inside his room, between the bed and the window, breathing slowly, like they'd been there a long time. There were no signs of a break-in. The man appeared again in other neighborhoods, always late, always calm, always warning people about windows. A retired couple reported that he knocked and asked them how long they'd lived there. When they answered, he frowned. Then it hasn't happened yet, he said. Good. When asked what he meant, he only added, if you ever hear tapping from the glass, don't answer it. Real windows don't ask to be opened. Police were called more than once. By the time officers arrived, the man was gone. No threats, no crimes, just complaints about a strange figure giving unsettling advice. Until houses started changing, one family noticed a window in their basement that none of them remembered installing. It matched the rest of the house perfectly, same trim, same glass, but it faced directly into a dirt wall. When they touched it, the glass felt warmer than it should have. Another homeowner swore a narrow window appeared in their hallway overnight, sealed shut, impossible to open. When they mentioned it to a contractor, he went quiet and said it wasn't on the original blueprint. Disappearances followed, not dramatic ones, no screams, no broken doors. Just people who went missing from inside locked homes. A teenager vanished from his bedroom. An elderly man disappeared from his living room recliner. In every case, investigators noted something odd, a window that didn't match the house. The man returned after the third disappearance. This time, someone filmed him. The footage showed him standing on a porch, speaking softly to a young couple through a half-open door. They're closer now, he said. You let them watch too long. The woman asked who they were. The ones who live where reflections shouldn't be, he replied. They learn your shape, your routines. They wait for permission. The couple laughed nervously and closed the door. 3 nights later, neighbors reported seeing light moving inside the house at 3 a.m., shifting from room to room. When police entered the next morning, the couple was gone. Their dog was still there, hiding in the bathroom, whining at the hallway window that hadn't existed before. The video spread online. Viewers slowed it down, analyzed frames. In one reflection, barely visible, there appeared to be faces pressed against the glass behind the man as he spoke. Then the man himself vanished, until he showed up again, standing in front of a newly built home on the edge of town. This time, the homeowner listened. The man walked through the house without asking, pointing silently. One window in the kitchen, one in the stairwell, one small rectangle of glass in the master bedroom that reflected the room at a slightly wrong angle. They're not doors, he explained. They're invitations. The house forgets where it ends. The homeowner asked how he knew all this. The man paused for the first time. His voice dropped. Because mine was the first house they tried it on. He told him to cover the windows, board them up, never acknowledge tapping, never look too long at the glass at night. Then he left. The homeowner followed his advice. Nothing happened. Weeks passed, then months, until one night, he woke to a soft knocking sound coming from inside the house. 3 slow taps. From the bedroom window. He remembered the warning. He stayed still, didn't look, didn't respond. The tapping stopped. In the morning, the boards were gone. The window was open. And on the glass, written from the inside, were fingerprints perfectly matching his own. The man who warned them was never seen again. Some believe he finally made a mistake. Others believe he simply ran out of real windows to hide behind, because in certain neighborhoods, late at night, people swear they can see movement in their windows, shapes that don't belong to anyone inside. And sometimes, when the glass reflects just a little too clearly, it looks like someone is knocking back.